What's up guys, my name is Shukesh and today I for you the OnePlus 3, the Indian retail unit, not those big boxes you have seen on YouTube, and the packaging is quite neat with a bump here thanks to the courier guys. I got it from Amazon.in and it cost me 28,000 rupees, that is approximately 420 US dollars, which is not cheap obviously considering there are lots of devices in India from Chinese brands like Xiaomi, Lenovo in the price range of 10 to 15,000 rupees offering very close specs. For example, I have here the Motorola Moto G4 Plus, that is Moto G Plus 4th generation with really great specs for the price of only 15,000 rupees. So I'm really quite interested to see what does this phone has to offer at this price point. I want to also add here the Galaxy S6 with 2K displays around 33,000 rupees at this moment, that is just $75 more. Now let's get started with the unboxing and check whether this device is actually worth the price. I really don't know why companies make this type of boxes. I have to shake then pull down the box, which is quite boring process. There you go, the all new OnePlus 3, which looks quite awesome actually. It's not that big as I expected. The screen to body ratio is excellent 73.1% and the all metal body coupled with the 2.5D glass is looking terrific, and the overall look and feel, the metal construction of this phone is extremely premium as an iPhone 6s or 6s Plus, the Galaxy S7, S6 etc. Let me actually compare this handset side by side with the iPhone 6s Plus, and from the bottom as you can see this device definitely follows the design principle of iPhone, and from the side and from the back it's no denying fact the all new OnePlus 3 looks very similar to HTC devices, especially HTC One M9. So this new flagship of OnePlus takes design cues from two most beautiful smartphone manufacturers in the world. As a result, we are getting a beautifully crafted, aesthetically pleasing design and solid feeling smartphone. Before I show you more about this device, let's check what's inside the box, and there you get a sticker, and once again it's quite hard to remove. Really, what's wrong with the designer? This is basically a thanks note from the co-founder of OnePlus, and let's check the accessories. You get the USB cable here, which is basically USB Type-C, and the cable isn't flat as we have seen previously, but it's quite thick and extremely sturdy. Next, we are getting the charging adapter, which OnePlus is calling dash charger, with really impressive output rating of 4 ampere at 5 volt, that is 20 watt, which enables this power brick to charge your OnePlus 3 from 0 to 60% in just 30 minutes. So this is something I really appreciate, and it's also quite compact in size. As usual, you don't get any earphone inside the box, so we can add around 2000 rupees to the price of this device, that is this OnePlus 3 will cost you around 30,000 rupees. Now you are getting some booklets inside this box here, which is opened just like so, and there you have your SIM ejector pin right here. Now guys, it's time to give you a quick walkthrough of the design and ports. Interestingly, you get a scratch guard pre-installed, which looks kind of out of place because it's slightly smaller than the display glass due to the curvature at the edges, just like iPhones. Definitely this doesn't look good. Try to find some 2.5D scratch guards for your OnePlus 3, or don't, as you have Corning Gorilla Glass 4. Now it's much better. The OnePlus 3 weighs just 158 gram, which is quite lightweight for a metal device in this dimension, and the maximum thickness is 7.4 mm. The edges are much thinner, and there is basically no design flaw I can find actually. The keys aren't flimsy and the back is slightly slippery, but that's okay. I have the graphite color, the soft gold color variant is coming up shortly, and one thing I cannot but mention here, the camera glass is actually protruding from the base, which can get scratched if you put your phone on a table, and the phone also wobbles, so this is something you should take care of. Better get a case for your OnePlus 3. Overall, the ergonomics, the design of this phone is really impressive. It definitely looks like a costly smartphone you can spend on. Now guys, let's quickly give you a quick tour of the ports. There you have your capacitive home key, which does look like a push button Samsung key, but it's not. It's also the fingerprint sensor and works even when the display is off. There you have your capacitive app switcher and the back keys, which are also backlit. Just above the display you get your ear speaker grill coupled with your proximity and ambient light sensors, and the front facing camera shoots 8 megapixel images and full HD videos. The camera lens is f2.0, which is not the best but good enough. Well, you might already know you get a 5.5 inches full HD screen with 401 ppi, which is of course more than enough, but a 2K display would have been really nice. I will talk more about this when I switch on the phone. At the top you get absolutely nothing, and the bottom consists of all the major ports, starting with the loudspeaker, the USB Type-C 2.0 port, and it also supports USB OTG, and you get your microphone hole right in here along with your 3.5mm headphone jack. You also get some screws for dismantling the device. Of course, the battery is inbuilt and non-user replaceable, which is of 3000 mAh, and the main camera is a 16 megapixel shooter with optical image stabilization, super fast face detection autofocus, and of course 4K recording. Both front and rear cameras are equipped with Sony sensors, so overall the camera on this OnePlus 3 seems quite exciting. You also get your secondary microphone hole, the LED flash, and the logo here. The volume key is right in place just below the profile key, which is basically a 3-step switch for all notifications, priority notifications, and silent mode. The power key is on the other side, and you have your SIM card tray here. This OnePlus 3 is a dual SIM device and takes nano SIM cards. Well, the device is ultimately ready, and the first thing you notice is the extremely thin bezel, which is looking damn good, and this is an optic AMOLED display which is very close to Super AMOLED with some color and temperature modifications. As a result, the viewing angles and the color reproduction, the black levels are extremely good. Though the brightness isn't groundbreaking, but I still think it's okay for outdoor uses. Now this OnePlus 3 is running on Oxygen OS on top of Android Marshmallow 6.0.1, so you are getting more or less stock Android, which gives you a Nexus feel. There is no bloatware, just some custom added features I will show you in a minute. As you can see, there is an added music app here. The notification center has your toggles, and the Oxygen OS 3.1.2 is already here, so you can download right away, and overall I must say the interface is quite snappy. There is no lag hiccup whatsoever, and you get the SwiftKey keyboard pre-installed. Well, the craziest thing OnePlus has done with their 3rd generation flagship is including 6GB of RAM. I mean, you are getting 4.5GB out of the box, which is totally insane. You are never going to need that much of RAM. You can open as many applications as you want. The internal storage is 64GB, and out of the box you are getting 52.66GB free for the user, which is again ample for gaming, photos, videos, and your files. As of now, there is no 128GB model of this OnePlus 3. Well, I want to quickly show you some display features. For example, you have a night mode which is adjustable, and you can also adjust the display color. The camera can be launched with a double press of the power key. There is also ambient display, which wakes up the screen when you receive notifications, and you can also double tap on the screen to wake it up, which is quite handy but cannot do the opposite like LG devices. You can also draw a circle for the camera, and it's indeed a very cool feature. Now there are some other gestures like draw V, and you can launch the camera flash. You can also switch it off using the same gesture. So without even unlocking or switching on the screen, you can actually control some of the features, and as you have seen, the fingerprint sensor is also super fast. It's very responsive and works even when the display is off, which is quite convenient. Well, swiping on the home screen, you will find shelf where you can put your frequently used applications, widgets, and your frequent contacts as well. To customize the device, you can also press and hold and check this out. Guys, I've just installed some benchmark applications and I'm just blown away by the result. For example, here on this Antutu Benchmark 6.1, I'm getting 142,034, which is totally insane. It's even higher than Galaxy S7, so for only 28,000 rupees, you are getting performance of a 50,000 or 60,000 rupees device. There you get the breakup, you can pause and check. I also want to show you the 3D Mark Gamers Benchmark score, which is 2601 on Slingshot 3.1. Other tests actually maxed out. So seems like this OnePlus 3 is the ultimate gaming machine. If you are into gaming, this is probably the best gaming phone you can buy at this price point. I also want to mention here the GPU has to push this lower resolution full HD screen, so you can expect the maximum graphics in games. This OnePlus 3 is powered by two dual-core Cryo processors clocked at 2.15 GHz and 1.6 GHz. The chipset is Snapdragon 820 and the GPU is Adreno 530. Let me also show you the sensors. You have almost all the possible sensors on this OnePlus 3. So this new flagship of OnePlus is really worth the price? Definitely. I mean, the benchmark scores I have just seen are groundbreaking. The overall look and feel of this device, the display quality, the camera, everything seems too good for the price of only 28,000 rupees. So definitely get one if you are into this device. Well guys, that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Please check the description below for the buying link and other related videos on this OnePlus 3. Thanks again for watching. This is Shukesh and please don't forget to subscribe and keep in touch.